Hi everyone, this is Emmanuel from airtrain.ai. It's December 6th and Google just dumped this morning a ton of marketing content for their new model Gemini. The model was highly anticipated and they released over 15 different videos lauding the various capabilities of the models. The main demo video is quite impressive though, but is it a fair video or is it highly cherry-picked and curated? Let's take a look.
My girl is Gemini. She gets things done.
A blog post came out on the Google for Developers blog and they detail the prompts that they use to produce the video. The video makes it look like the model is listening to audio and video cues and simply responding. In reality, this is really not what's happening. The model is being prompted with text, prompts, and images. The rest is just video production. Is that a lie? Let's call it a truth bending. So that's truth bending number one. Some of the audio prompts are greatly simplified compared to the actual text prompts. For example, in this video, they present this drawing and ask the model, is this the right order? And the model responds correctly.
Is this the right order?
No, the correct order is Sun, Earth, Saturn.
But in reality, this is the actual prompt that they asked. Is this the right order? Consider the distance from the sun and explain your reasoning. That is called chain of thought and it's known to make results much better. So once again, slightly truth bending. Here's another part of the video that's very impressive. They pull a sleight of hand and Gemini picks it up right away.
The coin should be under the right hand.
I don't know.
The coin is in the left hand using a sleight of hand technique to make it appear as if the coin has disappeared.
But when we look at the blog post, it took a lot more prompting to get there. See, they have to go through all those steps to get Gemini to explain its reasoning. So you get the idea, all the other prompts are similar, so Google edited out a lot of prompt engineering needed to get the model to reason well. That's truth bending number two. Google also claims that Gemini beats GPT-4 on all sorts of benchmarks. So let's take a look at the paper that came out with the announcement. Here we can see Gemini's results and how they compare to other models and notably GPT-4. They were able to beat GPT-4 on the MMLU benchmark with chain of thought reasoning over 32 samples. That means that they prompted the model 32 times and took the majority answer. To me, it seems like an incredibly forced technique. When they used a more traditional 5-shot approach, they do not really beat GPT-4. Also, since the model weights are not open source, there is no way for the community to confirm these benchmark results. So that's truth bending number 3. Another thing to note is that all these claims of beating GPT-4 are only true for Gemini Ultra, which is not going to be released for another few months. So what we have is a whole lot of corporate marketing for a model that barely beats the state of the art from 6 months ago, which is GPT-4, and that has not been released yet. If the model was that good, they could simply do a casual demo without production or editing and just let the results speak for themselves. Gemini Pro has been deployed to BART, which is Google's equivalent of ChatGPT. So essentially, we get GPT 3.5 level of performance in BART 1 year later than OpenAI. And we have to wait another few months to actually see their claims. Overall, I'm sorry Google, but that's not gonna cut it. I'm gonna call this one hype. You can come back and roll out the marketing when you release Gemini Ultra and even better, open source it. Thanks everybody, bye-bye.